So in this video, I'm going to discuss the anatomy of a DoorDash offer. You can see on the screen next to me, there's an offer here from DoorDash for $9.25, and it's to deliver for Tropical Smoothie. So let's first talk about the map. So you can see in the map that there are two icons. There is a little house icon and there's a little shopping bag icon. The shopping bag icon represents the store Tropical Smoothie that we will be picking up from, and the house icon represents the house that we're going to be delivering to, or the location we're going to be delivering to. So then moving on to the next thing, you will see the dollar amount, and that's how much we're going to get paid. In DoorDash, you're guaranteed to get this amount, and that amount includes the tip. So as long as you deliver the item that is requested, you will get that $9.25 guaranteed. If there is something that should go wrong during the delivery, during the pickup process, like let's suppose you arrived to Tropical Smoothie and Tropical Smoothie was closed, you could contact DoorDash and let them know the restaurant is closed and you want compensation, and they will pay you half of the money just for going to the store and finding out that you can't get the order. So that's something that is nice about DoorDash. So you would get at least, like, I think $4.50 plus for this particular order if you were not able to get it. If this would have been Uber Eats, you would only get $3, because that's all Uber Eats will give you in that similar situation. And both of them require you in some way to communicate with them that you are having problems and are not going to be able to get the order. All right, so that's the dollar amount. Then moving on to the next thing, and this is the most important thing, is the miles. 3.8 miles is what this offer currently is. Miles are important because this is the wear and tear of your vehicle. Your vehicle is only going to last for so long, and you want to make sure you can maintain the life of your vehicle for as long as you can, and so you want to minimize your hours and get the most money for every mile. I usually charge $1.65 for every mile that I do. And if it's slower, I can bring that dollar amount down. Let's suppose if it's really slow, I might bring it down to like $1.50, maybe as low as $1.25. I wouldn't bring it any lower than that, because if you bring it down all the way to $1 for every mile, you're going to run into problems. You're going to be like, wait a minute, now I'm upside down. I've now completed the delivery, but I've got to drive back to the hot spot, or I've got to drive back home. And now I'm going to be adding miles to my car that aren't considered, money. So like, let's suppose this one was only going to pay us $3.80 for 3.8 miles, and we did it. Well, after you drop it off, now you got to drive all the way back to your hot spot, which could be, 2 miles away to get back. And now, instead of you driving 3.8 miles, you drove 5.8 miles, and you only got $3.80. So that suddenly makes you upside down, and now you're making way less than $1 per mile. So you don't want to do that. I highly don't, unless you have no choice, which I know some of you have no choice. You've just got to do it. But for those of you who want to be more strategic, that's what you do. You have to calculate the money to mile ratio, and if the dollar amount makes sense. All right, moving on. The next line is deliver by 10:05 a.m. And that is flexible. That is not an absolute, because when you arrive at the store, like at Tropical Smoothie, it may not be ready. So in that situation, you would tap there's like a section where you would tap that the order is still being worked on. They're still preparing the order. Something like you give feedback to DoorDash about what's occurring, so that they know that you're there and you have assessed the situation, and the order is not going to be ready, and you don't know how long it's going to be till it's ready. So you just go ahead and tap on that, and then that's it. And then that way you're not locked into that 10:05 a.m. and you don't have to worry about it affecting anything as far as your timeliness or anything, because you're not at fault for that. And by doing that, it also lets them know that you're waiting. And sometimes you'll get a pop-up that says that you've been waiting a long time, and if you want, you can unassign yourself with no and it won't hurt your acceptance rating or your cancellation rate or something like that. So you don't have to worry about that. So moving on, the next thing on the line is going to be the pickup spot, which is Tropical Smoothie Cafe, which is self-explanatory. And that's all the information they give you. They don't give you an address like Uber Eats will give you the address of the restaurant. And in this situation, no, they don't. They keep it real simple. Just the name of the pickup, and that's it. So moving on, the next one, customer drop off. It just tells you to drop it out. It doesn't tell you across street like Uber Eats or anything. They keep it very clean and simple. And that can sometimes work to your benefit, because when you're driving, you don't want to take your eyes off the road for too long. And it really does clean it up and just give you the most important things, which is where you're going to go pick up from, and the money and the miles. And of course the map really helps you too, because you can see, okay, where, if you're really good at maps, you'll know exactly where those places are, and you don't have to worry about it. So then the final thing at the bottom is the accept, and that's where you get to decide whether or not you want to accept the order. And there's a countdown timer to the right that will count down the number of seconds until the offer will vanish, and it will just disappear, and you can't do anything anymore. It'll just be gone. At the top right, where it says decline, that is where you decide whether or not you want to accept the order or not. And if you hit that button decline, it will bring up another screen that will show you that a message saying, are you sure you wanted to decline this offer? It tries to give you advice or a warning or just information. To me, it's like a warning. They're like, your current acceptance rate is 10%. If you decline this, it's going to go down to 9%. And they really try to encourage you to keep your acceptance rate high, which is what DoorDash is known for. They have a real strong opinion about acceptance rate. And so they try to reward you and try to do everything they can to get you to accept all the offers. So anyway, that's what this next screen is if you hit the decline button. And then it's just your last chance. It's your last chance to go back by hitting view offer details. And view offer details will take you back to the offer again, where you can accept it. And then the timer continues to count down, and that's where you finally hit the big red button that says decline offer, and you are done. So all right, let's get on to the delivery. We got our next one. It's going to be DoorDash, and we're getting $9.25 for 3.8 miles, and we're headed off to Tropical Smoothie. Let's go get it. I'm going to go ahead and make a second video from this video, or maybe it's a third video, because I make my rapid fire, but I'm also going to make an anatomy of the offer for DoorDash based on this offer. So what my plan is to sort of make a short video, kind of like what I did with the Uber one, just detailing all the different elements that are in the offer, and then showing the delivery. So I think what I'll do is I'll include a link in the description of this video for people that also want to see that video, because it'll relate to this video. And and that'll be sort of just show you the discussion of what the offer is and all the details and what each thing means, and then it'll show the delivery process of that specific offer. So that's sort of what the plan is for now. And then for this particular case right now, all we're doing is just talking about it. And then of course I'm showing you guys the drive that we're doing as we make our way to the drop off. All right, we're almost there. I'm gonna hit exit out, and now you can see in the app that I can press arrive at store, because we're turning in. And it's gonna say make sure to include the drinks and blah blah blah. So go ahead and do that. I'm gonna press that button next, and that will of course reveal the name of the person who we're picking up for. So just gotta make sure I don't crash here because everyone's driving like lunatics. They can't wait not 2 seconds for me to make my maneuver. It's like, come on people, give me a chance to get through here. I know it's congested. Let's go in. Hi. Yeah, for Matthew? All right. Okay, great. All right, thank you too. So I went inside the store, didn't record, and I got a cookie, I got a drink, and I got a straw. I got 3 separate items, and it's totally disorganized. So I've got to figure out a way to organize this so that it makes sense for the delivery. So what I've done here is I went ahead and I taped the straw and the cookie to the cup, so it all stays grouped together and nothing nasty is going to be sitting on the floor if it's a leave at the door. All right, let's get going. All right, I went ahead and got the order secured. And now we're going to be driving just 5 minutes from here, 2.3 miles. Of course, there's a Starbucks in this shopping center, and people drive so crazy. It's not even funny. You never know which way they're going to go because it forks right here. To my right was the drive to the entering part for the Starbucks drive-through. And then most people go that way, but the particular person was coming head on with me, and I couldn't tell which direction they were gonna go. So I was like, uh-oh, I hope they don't crash into me. And of course they were probably going to the tropical smoothie, so they were not going into the Starbucks drive-through like most people. But there was some confusion, and I hate when the drivers on the other end decide to make up their own rules of the road, and instead of always staying to the right, that's like, in America we drive on the right side of the road, they decide that they're going to be European and drive on the left side of the road and create all kinds of confusion. So that's always the worst. Oh shoot, I don't know if I should get over or not. There's a big dump, well, it's a big truck with all kinds of gravel in it, and I've got to make, obviously you can see on the screen, I've got to make a left turn in 0.7 miles, but I should have enough time to pass this giant truck full of gravel and get over in time. Oh, of course they made a left turn, so they're gone. All right, so now we're good. So yeah, I couldn't believe that this the person at Tropical Smoothie just handed me a drink, a straw, and a cookie, and there's like no organization to keep it all together for a delivery. It was like as if I was gonna eat and drink it myself. So they should have put the straw and the cookie like in a little bag, since it was gonna be set at the door. So that's why I always bring my blue masking tape with me, for this very reason, because this happens all the time. And so I have to improvise by using this blue tape. And the blue tape is great because it is a very low stick tape, and it doesn't damage anything of the customers. And I don't have to worry about the customer being upset that I put the tape on it, because it easily removes and doesn't damage any of the product that is being delivered, and keeps it all nice and tidy so nothing falls down or flips over or whatever. And I'm sure they appreciate it, because I've seen many delivery drivers leave loose items at the person's door and things are just blowing away. I've seen people put a cup down at the front door and they lay the straw, just lay it on the sidewalk. I mean on the doorstep, and the wind just blows the straw away. Like the moment they walk away, the straw just blows away and they don't even care. So, and then who wants to have like their dessert in a clear plastic bag just laying on the hot sidewalk or the hot doorstep? It's like, I wouldn't want that. I would be kind of perturbed. I'm like, why did they do that to me? Why would they not do something to make sure that it's not presented like that? I mean, even though this is a DoorDash and we're guaranteed the money, it still could hurt your rating. You know, you don't want to get a bad rating at all. You know, at the very least, you want to make sure you look like you made some attempt so that the person appreciates your delivery, rather than it looks like you didn't care at all. You just threw their stuff on the ground and were like, whatever. So you don't want to do that for sure. Okay, we're heading on in. I think we were here earlier in the day, if I'm not mistaken. The time is currently 10:03 a.m. and this may be the last one or the second to last one, because I only wanted to work today until 10:30. So this could be the last one. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Something else great may come in. You never know. I think I just delivered here. I think we're going to the exact same place we were at last time. We'll see. These people order like they have endless money, I guess. It must just whatever they crave, unless it's a new customer. Let me look at the address. Well, I won't know until I get there. Maybe this is a new customer. That would be refreshing. Let's see if it's a new. Oh my gosh, it's a new customer. Oh, I am shocked. This is shocking. I've never delivered. I always deliver to the same person. Let's make sure we get the right fancy house. Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one.
You leave the order at
All right, I gotta turn it around.
They added the following instructions. Leave at my door. Gate code is number 8594.
Turn this car around. That's a nice view. So that is it. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now. Take care.